Trap house. Tap house. Can't relate, got too fake. I cut my grass. See the snip.
Yo, good morning, guys. P, what's up? If nobody don't fuck with me, P gonna fuck with me. On my mama.
Trap house entertainment. Gemini, Gemini, he's Gemini, 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 he's Gemini, 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 he's Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. I never been two-faced, always been too straight. Playing the moon and the sun, said that I'm too great, and they said the crew gave too bad. Trap house entertainment. The Gemini, Gemini, the Gemini, 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 the Gemini, 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 the Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. I never been two-faced, always been too straight. The planet moon and the sun said that I'm too great. And they said you cool great, but you found out too late. I'm guided by Mercury, I'm feeling like I'm Hercules. Move smooth with urgency, and I problem solve with ease, communicate with certainty. I'm fly like the birds and bees. June 2nd, 1981, that's my sunrise. So you know the Gemini, my moon, and my sun sign. So I
Nope. We're trying to finalize this album today, guys. This is gonna be the last day we working on these tracks. We're just gonna, whichever ones we like the best today, we're gonna download them and make some album covers later. Go ahead and get it out there for the end of the year. It's already the 21st.
Trap House Entertainment. The Gemini, 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 Gemini. I never been two-faced, always been too straight. The planet moon and the sun said that I'm too great, and they say you cool. Too bad you found out too late. I'm got it. My Mercury and feeling like I'm Hercules, move smooth with urgency, and I problem solve with these communicate with certainty. I'm fly like the person being June 2nd, 1981. That's my sunrise, so you know the Gemini. My moon and my sun sign, so I let my sun speak, and I let my moon shine. Conversations with me have you drunk like some moonshine. My rose in the concrete, now I just shine blow. My rose from the darkness like it was a tomb. Been full of strings, and now we been like balloons, so you need to make a way for the Gemini. I'm a rose in the concrete, now I just shine blow. My rose from the darkness like it was a tomb. Been full of strings, and now we been like balloons, so you need to make a way for the Gemini moon. I'm my own fucking twin, I stay talking to myself. I can give myself a hand, we don't need your fucking help. Keep me up, just like a belt. You can never know me better than I know myself. Astrology, cosmology, philosophy, hypotheses with no apostrophes. Anomaly, I studied you entomology, and I don't owe you no apologies. Trust in my duality, zodiac, the third second. Me, myself, and now you better be the trifecta. I can bring the pain or I can percolate the pleasure. Probably more than you can measure. Big Gemini energy. Get you high to some ketamine. You looking for better me. I'm looking for better me. I'm a rose in the concrete, now I just shine blow. My rose from the darkness like it was a tomb. Been full of strings, and now we been like the loop. Trap House Entertainment. It's Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. It's Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. It's Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. It's Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. I never been two-faced, always been too straight. The planet moon and the sun said that I'm too great, and they said you cool, too bad you found out too late. I'm got it. My Mercury and feeling like I'm Hercules, move smooth with urgency, and I problem solve with these communicate with certainty. I'm fly like a bird bees, June 2nd, 1981. That's my sunrise, so you know the Gemini. My moon and my sun sign, so I let my sun speak, and I let my moon shine. Conversations with me have you drawn like some moonshine. I'm a rose in the concrete, now watch how I bloom. My rose from the darkness like it was a tomb. Band full of strings, and I weave it like a loom, so you need to make way for the Gemini moon. I'm a rose in the concrete, now watch how I bloom. My rose from the darkness like it was a tomb. Band full of strings, and I weave it like a loom, so you need to make way for the Gemini moon. I'm my own fucking twin, I stay talking to myself. I can give myself a hand, we don't need your fucking help. Keep me up just like a belt. You can never know me better than I know myself. Astrology, cosmology, philosophy, hypotheses with no apologies. Anomaly, I studied you entomology, and I don't owe you no apology. Trust in my duality, zodiac, the third sector, me, myself, and I. You better keep the trifecta. I can bring the pain, or I can percolate the pleasure. Probably more than you can measure. Big Gemini energy, get you high as some ketamine. You looking for a better me? I'm looking for a better me. Hey, Trap House Entertainment. Trap House Entertainment. It's Gemini, 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 Gemini. I never been two-faced, always been too straight. Planet moon and the sun said that I'm too great, and they said you're cool, gay, too bad you found out too late. I'm got it, but Mercury and feeling like I'm Hercules, move smooth with urgency, and I problem solve with these communicate with certainty. I'm fly like the birds and bees, June 2nd, 1981. That's my sunrise, so you know the Gemini, my moon and my sun sign, so I let my sun speak, and I let my moon shine. Conversations with me have you drawn like some moonshine. I'm a rose in the concrete, now watch how I bloom. My rose from the darkness like it was a tomb. Man full of strings, and I weave it like a loom, so you need to make way for the Gemini moon. I'm a rose in the concrete, now watch how I bloom. Like a rose from the darkness like it was a tomb. Man full of strings, and I weave it like a loom, so you need to make way for the Gemini moon. I'm my own fucking twin, I stay talking to myself. I can give myself a hand, we don't need your fucking help. Keep me up just like a belt. You can never know me better than I know myself. Astrology, cosmology, philosophies, hypotheses with no apostrophes. Anomaly, I studied you entomology, and I don't owe you no apologies. Trust in my duality, zodiac, the third sector. Me, myself, and now you better beat the trifecta. I can bring the big Gemini energy. It's white as some ketamine. You looking for a better me? I'm looking for more rose in the concrete. Now watch how I blow my rose from the darkness like it was a tomb. Been full of dreams and I weave it like a loom. So you need to make ready for the Gemini moon. Half hours entertainment.
Trap House Entertainment.
Hey, it's Gemini, 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 the Gemini, 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 it's Gemini, 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 the Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. I never been two-faced, always been too straight. The planet moon and the sun said that I'm too great. And they said your crew get too big, you found out too late. I'm guided by the Mercury and feeling like I'm Hercules. Move smooth with urgency, then I problem solve with these. Communicate with certainty, I'm flying like the virgin bees. June 2nd, 1981, that's my sunrise. So you know the Gemini, my moon and my sun sign. So I let my sun speak and I let my moon shine. Conversations with me have you drunk like some moonshine. I'm a rose in the concrete, now watch how I bloom. I rose from the darkness like it was a tomb. Been pulling strings and I weave it like a loom. So you need to make way for the Gemini moon. I'm a rose in the concrete, now watch how I bloom. I rose from the darkness like it was a tomb. Been pulling strings and I weave it like a loom. So you need to make way for this Gemini moon. I'm my own fucking twin. I stay talking to myself. I can give myself a hand. We don't need your fucking help. Keep me up just like a bell. You can never know me better than I know myself. Astrology, cosmology, philosophy, hypotheses with no apostrophes, anomaly. I study you, entomology, and I don't owe you no apology. Trusting my duality, so he at the third sector. Me, myself, and I, you better be trifecta. I can bring the pain or I can percolate the pleasure. Probably more than you can measure. Big Gemini energy, get you high to some ketamine. You looking for a better me, I'm looking for a better me. I'm a rose in the concrete, now watch how I bloom. I rose from the darkness like it was a tomb. Been pulling strings and I weave it like a loom. So you need to make way for this Gemini moon. I'm a rose in the concrete, now watch how I bloom. I rose from the darkness like it was a tomb. Been pulling strings and I weave it like a loom. So you need to make way for this Gemini moon. It's Gemini, 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 the Gemini, 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 it's Gemini, 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 the Gemini, Gemini.
Hey, Trap House Entertainment. Trap House Entertainment.
It's Gemini, Gemini, the Gemini, 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 the Gemini, 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 the Gemini, 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 the Gemini. I never been two-faced, always been too straight. Play the moon and the sun said that I'm too great, and they said your crew gay too bad you found out too late. I'm got it, but Mercury and feeling like I'm Hercules. Move smooth with urgency and I problem solve with these. Communicate with certainty and fly like the birds and bees. June 2nd, 1981, that's my sunrise. So you know the Gemini, my moon and my sun sign. So I let my sun speak and I let my moon shine. Conversations with me have you drunk like some moonshine. I'm a rose in the concrete, now watch how I bloom. I rose from the darkness like it was a tomb. Been pulling strings and I weave it like a loom. So you need a
Trap House Entertainment.
It's Gemini, 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 Gemini. I never been two-faced, always been too straight. The planet moon and the sun said that I'm too great, and they say your crew gay. Too bad you found out too late. I'm guided by Mercury and feeling like I'm Hercules. Move smooth with urgency, no problem solve with these. Communicate with certainty. I'm fly like the birds and bees. June 2nd, 1981. Trap House Entertainment. It's Gemini, 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 Gemini. I never been two-faced, always been too straight. The planet moon and the sun said that I'm too great, and they said your crew gay. Too bad you found out too late. I'm guided by Mercury and feeling like I'm Hercules. Move smooth with urgency, and I follow solve with these. Communicate with certainty and fly like the bird. birds and bees. June 2nd, 1981. That's my sunrise. So you know the Gemini, my moon, and my sun sign. So I let my sun speak, and I let my moon shine. Conversations with me had you drunk like some moonshine. I'm a rose in the concrete, now watch how I bloom. I arose from the darkness like it was a tomb. And pulling strings, and I weave it like a loom. So you need to make way for this Gemini moon. I'm a rose in the concrete, now watch how I bloom. I arose from the darkness like it was a tomb. And pulling strings, and I weave it like a loom. So you need to make way for this Gemini moon. Hey. I'm my own fucking twin. I stay talking to myself. I can get myself a hand. We don't need your fucking help. Keep me up just like a bell. You can never know me better than I know myself. Astrology, cosmology, philosophy, hypotheses with no apostrophes, anomaly. I studied you entomology, and I don't owe you no apologies. Trusting my duality, zodiac the third second. Be myself, and now you better be the trifecta. Hey, I can bring the pain, or I can percolate the pleasure. Probably more than you can measure. Big Gemini energy, get you high, and some ketamine. You looking for a better me? I'm looking for a better me. I'm a rose in the concrete, now watch.
Trap out.
Bro, last night I what the fuck did I level up? I leveled up one of my benches. My gun bench. And bro, I'm sitting there with fucking 5, 6, 7, maybe like 7 blueprints in my stash. Bro, I didn't know you have to consume the blueprints. I'm like, how do I know you don't sell them. I'm like, what? And then you go to all your workstations and it's like, this has to be level 2. This has to be level 3. I'm like, it's okay. So do I just hold the blueprints until I level up the fucking bench? Is there nothing I can do? Can I not put them somewhere else? Well, you're supposed to consume them and learn and consume. And it costs you the one blueprint that you have to learn and consume, obviously. So I was like, well, fuck, bro. I could have been did that. I just had them like taking up space in my stash this whole time, and then I had doubles for the Jolt Mine. I had 3 Jolt Mine blueprints, and I had a extra something else because after I learned everything, I still had 3 extra blueprints. I had 2 Jolt Mine blueprints and something else that I had a double blueprint for. Snap grenade or I don't know. But now I got like gun blueprints in there waiting and ready. And I had a several blueprints for gun attachments. Like extended mags and foregrips. I had like 2 blueprints for those and a blueprint for something else. I was like, damn. But my gun station is level 2, so I can make more weapons. And my refinery is level 2, and my gear station, wherever you can make the Raider hatch keys, I can do that. My refinery is up, and my gun station is up. Now, and I found two more mushrooms. And I found 2 mushrooms and a pillow. There was something else random that I found too that I just hear other people like searching for. I was like, I better hold on to this shit, man. Now, if I hop on today, I don't really know what I'm gonna do. I still have some, I think some Stella Montes shit. My least favorite place to go. I'm really gonna try to do this one quest I've had the longest. Like I've completed so many other quests, and that one is still just sitting there because I can't do it. Is to destroy a hornet with a certain kind of grenade. Like I think it's a snap grenade or a trigger grenade. You have to destroy a hornet with one of those, which means in order to do that, you have to go in with a fucking custom loadout and hope you get that shit done without losing whatever you take in there in your custom loadout. And it's like, fuck, bro. And I tried to do it by myself like twice and couldn't get it. The first time I couldn't find a fucking hornet to save my life. The second time I found the hornet and it was like 2 hornets and a wasp, and them shits killed me. Then I just didn't try it by myself again. And then, like, when I do turn on the open lobby and try to play with other people, I'm like, what's your mission? And I tell them, like, we still don't get that shit done. I do want to try to get that shit out the way. I say I've had that one for the longest, just sitting there. I want to see what his next mission is after that. And then I tried to finalize my seller account on Amazon. And for some reason, bro, this shit would not take my my banking information. I get to this one point and it's like, upload a bank statement. I'm like, okay. And so I go to my banking app and there's PDFs of your bank statement that you can download. I downloaded a PDF of my bank statement and attempted to upload it to the Amazon application, and it rejected it. And it says, well, we accept this form of uploads. And it's like PDF, JPEG, and whatever the other 2-3 popular things are. And I'm like, okay, so all right, it's not taking the PDF. So I just took a screenshot and turned it to a JPEG and tried to upload that. And it wouldn't take that. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? So that's something else I need to play around with today, is to try to finalize my Amazon seller account so I can start selling shit on Amazon, because we're tired of going to work, dude. Honestly, just tired of going to work for somebody else, man. I need to figure out a way just to sell a couple of prints a day. That's all I need, man. Just 2, 3 prints a day. Now, how many billions of people there are on this planet? Billions of people, man. You telling me like 3 people a day for the rest of my life? You can't fucking buy some art. Oh my god, bro. There gotta be a way, man. I see these Susie homemakers selling homemade candles. How many thousands of people you think make and sell candles? Just as many people try to make and sell art. So if they can do it, I'm just saying, I ain't no slouch. Just gotta figure out this marketing thing. Find my little niche. I really think it's time to do that, like, now. So I've taken the last 10 years. It took about 5 years, 6 years to actually hone my craft and my skills. And then 10 years, I've really just been trying to work on my concepts and ideas and my portfolio. And so now, after about 15 years of painting, I feel like I have enough work, I have enough recognition, and I have enough time and experience that um, maybe I need to step away from the easel for a couple of months and really push branding and marketing. If I can get this painting done, by the end of the year, maybe I'll just start out next year with really trying to focus on the website and getting eyes on the art and setting up shows for next year. So if we take a little hiatus from the studio, it's not because we're not working on the art. It's because we're working on actually getting the art out there like it should be. Like, once again, I have a lot of recognition locally, um, a lot of awards, a lot of grants. Um, you know, win a lot of competitions. I've had dozens of exhibits. So now I really feel like I have exhausted all of my local resources, which is good. It's a good thing. Again, because I've hit every art circle locally, and I've done public art. So it's not like motherfuckers don't know who I am. So now when I do try to expand more, I can just say that, man, you better ask them niggas in PA about me. What does SEO stand for? I mean, Puff, if you want, I can just give you access to my website, man. You know, I can give you access to the bill page, and then you won't have to explain to me how to do shit. I'm just saying, because if it ever will pop off, and you get that first motherfucking $1 million sale for an original painting, you already know I owe you, bro. You already know I owe you. Several paintings I've completed have been done with paint that I purchased from your gifting to the cause. A lot of people can't say that. Like, nigga, I bought that nigga paint. You see that paint he did right there? I bought the paint for this shit. Yeah, I think that's how a website is set up that way automatically. There is some kind of setting that says something like that for the website. Let's see real quick. What the hell? Why is it? Hmm. Oh, do I go here? Okay. Damn, that shit had me so confused just now, dude. I was fucking lost. It's fucking lost for a second. I don't know how well we can see right here. Hold on. All right, my bad. I was my aunt sent me a text this morning. Just sent her back real quick. All right, but yeah, like I was saying, but yeah, like I was saying, the um the Squarespace the Squarespace setup already has this SEO thing like built into it. I think on the home page, there's 6 images up here. I'm gonna take 5 of them off and just have like one main image. I don't know what my I don't know what my main image should be though. The one image that I want to represent the website. Uh-oh, that's really blurry. My bad. But yeah, so that title page, I really think I just want one image on there. We'll figure that out. Like I say, tomorrow. Damn, I really want to get a lot of this painting done, but like I say the start of next week. I'm really Today we're wrapping up these albums. Hopefully, making some cover art. Tomorrow, I need to get these albums out and get a release date on it, and work on that website a little bit more. The pots. My bad. I was texting my. All right, back. The pots image. What? The teapots? The teapots are the one with the weed tray, that kind of pot? I don't know, man. Think I need another sip of coffee. He said the teapots. Okay. Yeah, but which one though? That one? This the only one I still actually have. So this is downstairs right now. And believe it or not, this is the no, this is the second one. So I think this is the first set of teapots I did. This was the second. This was the third, because this is actually the same picture from the second and the third. And then this was the last one I did. But all of them are gone except this one. Ah. Or even I think there is an option on the for your homepage to have a slide. So I can just have all these constantly rotating when somebody comes in this list like, oh. But then the only thing too though is I think that initially for people who don't know me and they were to and that was the first thing they saw of my art, they would be like, oh, he's a still life artist. But that's like the the least amount of stuff I do is still lifes. So I don't know if I should, portray myself as a portrait artist immediately because portraits are the bulk of my work. Or like you say, just use the teapots because it's kind of universal art. And it's appealing to more people, I guess. My bad. I'm still texting my aunt. I sent her some of those. Well, she sent me a link this morning about um, different career paths. And when we were talking yesterday, I told her I was going to send her some pictures of that museum exhibit. My aunt is a really big supporter of my art. She's actually like paid full price for two paintings from me over the years. She's like, I want that one. I was like, yeah, Aunt Jean, I would let you get it for X, Y, Z. She's like, how much would you sell it to someone else? I'm like, well, I got it listed for this. And she's like, well, that's what I'll pay for it. I'm like, all right, all right. One of my biggest supporters as far as my art. My aunt is definitely one. She actually, her and my uncle came up a couple years ago for one of my shows. I, I was hoping they were going to make it to my that big museum show that I had, but my uncle around that time he fell and hurt himself. Yeah, between selling prints, doing classes for students, uh, selling, doing commission work for other people, and hopefully selling original pieces here and there for a few grand. I think I can make it work, bro. I swear, I think I can make it work because I don't even need to do that much. Once again, if I can just have like a good set of students constantly year round, like if I can have like 12 or 15 students consistently every month, sell like one or two prints a day, sell maybe like two or three original paintings a year, and do, you know, three, four commission paintings a year, bro, that'd be more money than I'm making now.
It's Gemini, 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 Gemini. I never been two-faced, always been too straight. The planet moon and the sun said that I'm too great. And they said your crew gay, too bad you found out too late. I'm guided by Mercury and feeling like I'm Hercules. Move smooth with urgency, and I problem solve with ease. Communicate with certainty, I'm fly like the birds and bees. June 2nd, 1981, that's my sunrise. So you know the Gemini, my moon and my sun sign. So I let my sun speak, and I let my moon shine. Conversations with me, I'm drunk like some moonshine. I'm a rose in the concrete, now watch how I bloom. I arose from the darkness like it was a tomb. And pulling strings and I weave it like a loom. So you need to make way for this Gemini moon. I'm a rose in the concrete, now watch how I bloom. I arose from the darkness like it was a tomb. And pulling strings and I weave it like a loom. So you need to make way for this Gemini moon. I'm my own fucking twin. I stay talking to myself. I can give myself a hand. We don't need your fucking help. Keep me up just like a bell. You can never know me better than I know myself. Astrology, cosmology, philosophy, hypotheses with no apostrophes, anomaly. I studied you, entomology, and I don't know you. No apologies, trust in my duality. Zodiac, the third sector, me, myself, and I. You better keep the trifecta. I can bring the pain or I can percolate the pleasure. Probably more than you can measure. Big Gemini energy, get you high as some ketamine. You looking for a better me? I'm looking for a better me. I'm a rose in the concrete, now watch how I bloom. I arose from the darkness like it was a tomb. I put the strings and I weave it like a loom. So you need to make way for this Gemini moon. I'm a rose in the concrete, now watch how I bloom. I arose from the darkness like it was a tomb. I put the strings and I weave it like a loom. So you need to make way for this Gemini moon. Gemini, 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 Gemini. Trap House Entertainment. Trap House Entertainment. It's Gemini, Gemini, the Gemini, 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 the Gemini, 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 the Gemini, 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 the Gemini. I never been two-faced, always been too straight. The planet moon in the sun said that I'm too great, and they said you're cool, gay. Too bad you found out too late. I'm got it by Mercury and feeling like I'm Hercules. Move with urgency, and I problem solve with ease. Communicate with certainty, I'm fly like the birds and bees. June 2nd, 1981, that's my sunrise. So you know the Gemini, my moon and my sun sign. So I let my sun speak, and I let my moon shine. Conversations with me have you drunk like some moonshine. I'm a rose in the concrete, now watch how I bloom. I arose from the darkness like it was a tomb. And pulling strings and I weave it like a loom. So you need to make way for this Gemini moon. I'm a rose in the concrete, now watch how I bloom. I arose from the darkness like it was a tomb. And pulling strings and I weave it like a loom. So you need to make way for this Gemini moon. I'm my own fucking twin. I stay talking to myself. I can give myself a hand. We don't need your fucking help. Keep me up just like a belt. You can never know me better than I know myself. Astrology, cosmology, philosophy, hypotheses with no apostrophes, anomaly. I studied you entomology, and I don't know you, no apologies. Trusting my duality, zodiac, the third sector. Be myself and now you better be the trifecta. I could bring the pain or I could percolate the pleasure, probably more than you can measure. Big Gemini energy, get you higher than some ketamine. You looking for a better me, I'm looking for a better me. I'm a rose in the concrete, now watch how I bloom. I arose from the darkness like it was a tomb. Been pulling strings and I wave it like a loom. So you need to make a way for this Gemini moon. I'm a rose in the concrete, now watch how I bloom. I arose from the darkness like it was a tomb. Been pulling strings and I wave it like a loom. So you need to make a way for this Gemini moon. It's Gemini, Gemini, it's Gemini, 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 it's Gemini, 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 it's Gemini, Gemini.
Trap House Entertainment.
I never been two-faced, always been too straight. The planet moon and the sun say that I'm too great. And they say crew gay, too bad. You found out too late. I'm guided by Mercury and feeling like I'm Hercules. Move slow with urgency, and I'm proud. House entertainment. It's Gemini. I never been two-faced, always been too straight. The planet moon and the sun said that I'm too great. And they say you're crew gay, too bad you found me too late. I'm guided by Mercury, feeling like I'm Hercules. Move smooth with urgency, and I problem solve with ease. Communicate with certainty, I fly like the birds and bees. June 2nd, 1981, that's my sunrise. So you know the Gemini, my moon and my sun sign. So I let my sun speak, and I let my moon shine. Conversation with me, how you drawing like some moonshine. Rose in the concrete, I watch how I bloom. I rose from the dark, it's like it was a tomb. And put the strings and I leave it like a loom. So you need to make way for the Gemini. Rose in the concrete, I watch how I bloom. I rose from the dark, it's like it was.
Yeah, my aunt is on some shit this morning. Nice. All right. All right, Puff. You get them Z's, bro. You need them. Your mind worked too hard throughout the day, bro. You gotta definitely rest and energize, man. Mm. I'm gonna take a bathroom break here shortly.
Yeah. Trap House Entertainment.
It's Gemini, 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 the Gemini, the Gemini, the Gemini, the Gemini, the Gemini. I never been two-faced, always been too straight to planet. Boom, and the sun, set it up, too great. And they said, you too gay, too big, if I'm out too late. I'm guided by Mercury, and feeling like I'm Hercules, move smooth with urgency, and I got problems solved with ease. Communicate with certainty. I'm fly like the birds and bees. June 2nd, 1981. That's my sunrise. So you know the Gemini, my moon, and my sun sign. So I let my sun speak, and I let my moon shine. Conversation with me, and you drunk like some moonshine. I'm a rose in the concrete. Now watch how I bloom. I arose from the darkness, like it was a tomb. Been pulling strings, and I to make way for this Gemini moon. I'm a rose in the concrete. Now watch how I bloom. I arose from the darkness. Like it was a tomb. Didn't pull the strings and I weave it like a loom. So you need to make way for this Gemini moon. I'm my own fucking twin. I stay talking to myself. I could give myself a hand. We don't need your fucking help. Keep me up just like a belt. You could never know me better than I know myself. Astrology, cosmology, philosophy, hypothesis with no apostrophes. Anomaly, I studied you in tomology. And I don't owe you no apologies. Trust in my duality. Zodiac, the third sector. Me, myself, and now you better beat the trifecta. I could bring pain, I could percolate the pleasure. Probably more than you can measure. Gemini, energy. But you hide it to cut me. Looking for a better me. I'm looking for a better me. I'm a rose in the concrete. Now watch how I bloom. I arose from the darkness. Like it was a tomb. Didn't pull the strings, and I weave it like a loom. So you need to make way for this Gemini moon. I'm a rose in the concrete. Now watch how I bloom. I arose from the darkness. Like it was a tomb. Didn't pull the strings, and I weave it like a loom. So you need to make way for this Gemini moon. The Gemini, the Gemini, the Gemini, the Gemini. The Gemini. I never been two-faced, always been too straight. The plain moon and the sun said that I'm too great. And they say you're crew gay. Too bad you found me too late. I'm guided by Mercury. And feeling like I'm Hercules. Move smooth with urgency. And I problem solve with ease. Communicate with certainty. I fly like the birds and bees. June 2nd, 1981, that's my sunrise. So you know the Gemini, my moon and my sun sign. So I let my sun speak. And I let my moon shine. Conversation with me, how you drawing like some moonshine. Rose in the concrete, I watch how I bloom. I rose from the darkness like it was a tomb. And pull the strings and I'll be the like a loom. So you need to make way for the Gemini moon. I'm a rose in the concrete, I watch how I bloom. I rose from the darkness like it was a tomb. And pull the strings and I'll be the like a loom. So you need to make way for the Gemini moon. I'm my own fucking twin, I stay talking to myself. I could give myself a hand, we don't need your fucking help. Keep me up just like a belt. You could never know me better than I know myself. Astrology, cosmology, philosophy, hypothesis hypotheses with no apostrophes, anomaly. I study you etymology and I don't owe you no apologies. Trusting my duality, zodiac the third sector. Be myself and now you better be the trifecta. I can bring the pain or I can regulate the pleasure. Probably more than you could measure. Bitch, I'm on energy. Get you out this look at me. You looking for a better me. Rose in the concrete and watch how I blow my rose from the dark just like it was a tomb. Then pull the strings and I leave it like a loom. So you need to make way for the Gemini moon. Rose in the concrete and watch how I blow my rose from the dark just like it was a tomb. Then pull the strings and I leave it like a loom. So you need to make way for the Gemini moon. It's Gemini, the Gemini. It's Gemini, the Gemini. It's Gemini, the Gemini. It's Gemini, the Gemini.
It does entertainment.
All right, I'm back. My bad. I didn't hear this track all the way through. Let me listen to it real quick. I like how it started out really quick.
It's Gemini, the Gemini, Gemini, the Gemini, the Gemini. I've never been two-faced, always been too straight. Planet moon in the sun said that I'm too great. And they said, your crew gay, too bad you found out too late. Don't got it, but Mercury and feeling like I'm Hercules. Move smooth with urgency and I problem solve with these. Communicate with certainty and fly like the birds and bees. June 2nd, 1981, that's my sunrise. So you know the Gemini, my moon and my sun sign. So I let my sun speak and I let my moon shine. Conversations with me at the drum like some moonshine. I'm a rose in the concrete, now watch how I bloom like a rose from the darkness like it was a tomb. Then pulling strings and I weave it like a loom. So you need to make way for the Gemini moon. I'm a rose in the concrete, now watch how I bloom like a rose from the darkness like it was a tomb. Then pulling strings and I weave it like a loom. So you need to make way for the Gemini moon. I'm my own fucking twin, I stay talking to myself. I can give myself a hand, we don't need your fucking help. Keep me up just like a belt. You can never know me better than I know myself. Astrology, cosmology, philosophies, hypotheses with no apostrophes. Anomaly, I studied you in etymology, and I don't owe you no apologies. Trusting my duality, zodiac the third sector. Me, myself, and now you better beat the trifecta. I can bring the pain up, I can percolate the pleasure, probably more than you can measure. Big Gemini energy, you hide in some ketamine. You looking for a better me? I'm looking for more rose in the concrete. Now watch how I bloom my rose from the darkness like it was a tomb. Then for the strings and I weave it like a loom. So you need a make way for the Gemini moon. I'm a rose in the concrete. Now watch how I bloom my rose from the darkness like it was a tomb. Then for the strings and I weave it like a loom. So you need to make a way for the Gemini moon.
I like everything except the last two bars. It just like sputters it so weird you can't even understand what the last couple words are.
Trap house entertainment. It's Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. The Gemini, 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 Gemini. The Gemini, 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 Gemini. Yeah. The Gemini, 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 Gemini. Yeah. I've never been two-faced, always been too straight. The planet, moon, and the sun say that I'm too great. And they say you crew gay, too bad you found out too late. I'm guided by Mercury, I'm feeling like Hercules. Move smooth with urgency, no problem solved with these. Communicate with certainty, fly like the birds and bees. June 2nd, 1981, that's my sunrise. So you know the Gemini, my moon and my sun sign. So I let my sun speak, and I let my moon shine. Conversation with me, had you drunk like some moonshine. I'm a rose in the concrete, now watch how I bloom. I arose from the darkness, like it was a tomb. Put strings in the weave it like a loom, so you need a make way for this Gemini moon. I'm a rose in the concrete, now watch how I bloom. I arose from the darkness, like it was a tomb. Put strings in the weave it like a loom, so you need a make way for this Gemini moon. I'm my own fucking twin, I stay talking to myself. I can give myself a hand, we don't need your fucking help. Keep me up, just like a bell. You can never know me better than I know myself. Astrology, cosmology, philosophy, hypotheses with no apostrophes. Anomaly, I studied you etymology. I don't know you, no apologies. Trusting my duality, zodiac the third sector. Me, myself, and now you better pick the trifecta. I can bring the pain or I can percolate the pleasure. Probably more than you can measure, but big Gemini energy. Get you higher than some ketamine. You looking for a better me. I'm looking for a better me. I'm a rose on the concrete.
Trap House Entertainment.
Gemini, the Gemini, the Gemini. I never been two-faced, always been too straight to play the moon in the sun. Said that I'm too great, and they said you cool gay. Too bad you found out too late. I'm got it by Mercury and feeling like I'm Hercules. Move smooth with urgency, and I problem solve these. Communicate with certainty and fly like the bird of me. June 2nd, 1981. That's when sunrise. So you know the Gemini, my moon and my sunshine. So I let my sun speak and I let my moon shine. Conversation with me, heavy drug like some moonshine. I'm a rose in the concrete. I watch I bloom. I rose from the darkness like it was a tomb. Been pulling strings and I'm weaving like a loom. So you need a mail. Hey, Trap House Entertainment. Gemini, I never been two-faced, always been too straight. The planet moon and the sun said that I'm too great, and they said you cool. It's Gemini, the Gemini, the Gemini. I never been two-faced, always been too straight. The planet moon and the sun said that I'm too great, and they said yo, cool, big, too bad you found out too late. I'm guided by Mercury and feeling like I'm Hercules. Move smooth with urgency, and I problem solve with communicate with certainty. I'm fly like the birds and the bees. June 2nd, 1981, that's my sunrise. So you know the Gemini, my moon and my sunshine. So I let my sun speak, and I let my moon shine. Conversation with me, how you drawing like some moonshine. I'm a rose in the concrete, no watch out, boom. I rose from the darkness like it was a tune. Pull a string, and I weave it like a loom. So I never been two-faced, always been too straight. The planet moon and the sun said that I'm too great, and they said you cool, gay, too bad you found out too late. Don't got it, but Mercury and feeling like I'm Hercules. Move smooth with urgency, and I problem always communicate with certainty. I'm fly like the bird of bees. June 2nd, 1981, that's my sunrise. So you know the Gemini, my moon and my sun sign. So I let my sun speak, and I let my moon shine. Conversation with me, have you drunk like some moonshine. I'm a rose in the concrete, now watch I bloom. I rose from the darkness, like it was a tomb and pulling strings, and I weave it like a loom. So you need to make way for that Gemini moon. I'm a rose in the concrete, now watch I bloom. I rose from the darkness, like it was a tomb and pulling strings, and I weave it like a loom. So you need to make way for this Gemini moon. I'm my own fucking twin, I stay talking to myself. I can give myself a hand, we don't need your fucking help. Keep me up just like a belt. You can never know me better than I know myself. Astrology, cosmology, philosophy, hypotheses with no apostrophes, anomaly. I study you entomology, and I don't know you, no apologies. Trust in my duality, zodiac the third sector. Me, myself, and now you better beat the trifecta. I can bring the pain or I can percolate the pleasure, probably more than you can measure. Big Gemini energy, get you high as some ketamine. You looking for a better me? I'm looking for a better me. Trap House Entertainment.
Nope. So we're not gonna find a better version than our original one. So we're done trying to flip that shit. Mm. All right, so we'll try it one more time this way, and this will be the last time. Not trying to find a.
Trap House Entertainment. It's Gemini, the Gemini, it's Gemini, the Gemini, it's Gemini, the Gemini, it's Gemini, the Gemini. I've never been two-faced, always been too straight to play that moon and the sun. Say that I'm too great and they say you're too gay, too bad you find out too late. I'm got it that by Mercury and feeling like I'm Hercules. Move smooth with urgency and I ain't proud of some with these. Communicate with certainty, I'm fly like the birds and bees. June 2nd, 1981, that's my sunrise. So you know the Gemini, my moon and my sun sign. So I let my sun speak. And I let my moon shine. Conversations with me have you drunk like some moonshine. I'm a rose in the concrete. Now watch how bloom. I arose from the darkness. Like it was a tomb. And pulling strings and I read it like a loan. So you need to make way for this Gemini moon. I'm a rose in the concrete. Now watch how bloom. Trap House Entertainment. Gemini, the Gemini, Gemini, the Gemini, Gemini. I've never been two-faced, always been too straight. The planet, moon, and the sun set it up. Too great, and they said you're crew gay. Too bad you found out too late. I'm guided by Mercury and feeling like I'm Hercules. Move smooth with urgency, and I problem solve with ease. Communicate with certainty. I'm fly like the birds and bees. June 2nd, 1981, that's my sunrise. So you know the Gemini, my moon, and my sunshine. So I let my sun speak, and I let my moon shine. Conversations with me have you drunk like some moonshine. I'm a rose in the concrete. Now watch how I bloom. I rose from the darkness like it was a tomb. Been pulling strings and I weave it like a loom. So you need to make way for this Gemini moon. I'm a rose in the concrete. Now watch how I bloom. I rose from the darkness like it was a tomb. Been pulling strings and I weave it like a loom. So you need to make way for this Gemini moon. I'm my own fucking twin. I stay talking to myself. I can give myself a hand. We don't need your fucking help. Keep me up just like a belt. You can never know me better than I know myself. Astrology, cosmology, philosophy, hypotheses with no apostrophes, anomaly. I studied you in etymology, and I don't owe you no apologies. Trust in my duality, zodiac the third sector. Me, myself, and now you better beat the trifecta. I can bring the pain on, I can percolate the pleasure, probably more than you can measure, babe. Gemini, energy, get you higher than some ketamine. You looking for a better me, I'm looking for a better me. I'm a rose in the concrete. Now watch how I bloom. I rose from the darkness like it was a tomb. Been pulling strings and I weave it like a loom. So you need to make way for the Gemini moon. I'm a rose in the concrete. Now watch how I bloom. I rose from the darkness like it was a tomb. Been pulling strings and I weave it like a loom. So you need to make way for the Gemini moon.
Gotta give it a little buff. Gotta buff it out right here. Buff and fluff. Buff and fluff that skin tone. And I know I say this a lot, but because to this day, I still find it funny as hell. Yeah, my mentor hates the way that I blend on the canvas. He told me he feels like I blend too much, and then even at the um even at the paint sip, there is this one lady, and you see like she was excited to be there, but she was like, somebody said something, and she was like, "Oh, I know I'm gonna do good because my mom's a painter. My mom's a painter." And then she saw my paintings and she walked up to it. She's like, "Oh, did you do this?" I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "Oh, well, what medium do you use?" I said, "It's oil paint." I said, "Well, the background is acrylic and spray paint, but the portrait part is oils." And she looked close. She's like, "Wow, I could barely see your brushstrokes." I was like, "Yeah, I kind of do it like that." And then she said something else about her mom being a painter and she was really excited to be there. I was like, "That's cool, you know." But that's what my mentor says too. Is like you just like you just fade out all your brushstrokes. I'm like, and he's like, you make it look like it's airbrushed or something. I'm like, and what do you mean? So I like that. I like having this fucking highly blended style. So a lot of people, I've heard this comment a lot too. Your art looks like GTA art, and it's like I can kind of see that, but not really. So I think I found this thing right in between like realism and photorealism. Because when you get close to my painting, it definitely looks like a painting. It doesn't look like a photograph. And I purposely don't stick. I don't adhere to every single little detail in a photograph from the reference because I'll be here for a fucking year trying to create one painting. And I wish I can't wait till I can do that. If I can just live a life where, you know, I can just really focus on one painting for a year, that'd be awesome. But yeah, no. It's not about the super fine details for the most part. It's about the vibe and the feel of the piece. Does it have like emotion to it? Um, but he always just always like, dude, why do you blend so much? And then one day he just like he was saying something about it, something about my blending. He was like, "Well, I guess that's just your style." I'm like, "Yeah, thank you, finally." But my contrast, that's the one thing he really had to get me to see because I wasn't seeing it. And then I see it in like some of the guys in jail when they do pencil art. And I started talking about art, and I'm an artist, and they bring some of their stuff. Like there's very low contrast when they do pencil art, and that's the thing. Like it's all about contrast. And he told me for a year, make it darker, make it lighter, make that part darker, make it darker, make it darker. And it's like that's too dark. It's like no, it's not. Just make it darker or make it lighter. Use white, make it lighter. And so now I think I do have a good hang of darks and lights. I love the really deep contrast with shadows and bright highlights now. I really focused on that for a while. Yeah, people like those really heavy brush strokes, or not even heavy strokes, but where you can see the brush strokes. When you really get up close to it, I mean, I don't try to fade in every little piece. Like I like to have strokes in there, you know, but I do a lot of heavy blending too. I definitely do, and I go back and forth sometimes because some pieces that I've done on certain things, it looks better when you have heavier strokes, and the fabrics are one instance where it just looks nicer to have like those deeper fat brushstrokes on there. But skin tones, I always try to just like smooth it out. Just make it smooth. Dang, that was shorter than I thought. An hour and a half. What time is it? It's only 7:30. Well, hmm, let's do it's just you're just too smooth for their taste. I'll take that one. Make it look like it's an airbrush. Yeah, I don't see nothing wrong with that. Wendy, good morning. What up? Mm, so I want to I'm gonna do okay. So for this part, I'm gonna do sienna and a little bit of red. We're gonna go ahead and is that what it should be? It is kinda a little bit. You gotta be careful. I'm gonna go ahead and try to dang, do I need a smaller person this? I might need a littler brush. I see P coming, I move. She saw P coming, she stayed. And I'm littler than she is. I don't know why that episode is still so funny to me, yo. This ain't no skirt. Man, it's the wrap around so I can hide my gun. Man, this ain't no purse. It's a man bag. Gangstalicious, gang. All right, guys. So I'm calling her skin tone done. We're done with that. I'm gonna start detailing her jewelry. gonna start detailing her jewelry, and then um, I don't know. I might work on the edges of her hair a little bit more. I want to wait to do so. Some of these hairs right here are brown and got highlights on it, but I'd rather wait to get into the black deep parts of the hair until I'm ready to do the glasses and everything. Because I currently don't have black on my palette, and I don't think I'm gonna put black on the palette this session. So I'll just skip that part for now. She got on some nice sparkly necklaces. Yeah, maybe I should have kept this up on the canvas before I dropped it. All right. And then we're gonna need. So I'm doing this darker because um, her chain is really shiny right there. It's catching a lot of light. So it's a really deep contrast between the gold itself and the shadow that it's casting underneath it. So that shadow is really dark. Once again, which makes the gold even more twinkly and stand out even more. So I'm trying to lay down a nice deep shadow first on this part, and then we'll come back and overlay the gold part. Come on, line. God damn it. I know, I ain't no perfectionist. I don't be looking for a super straight line, but it gotta be straighter than that, bro. Yeah. Too early in the morning to paint a little line. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. A swoop, not a swoosh. A swoop. There you go. This nigga over here trying to swoosh when you should be swooping. Fucking amateurs. Fucking amateurs. Alright, look, dude, it goes here. Now this is a swoosh and not a It might be time for a break. Why is you yelling at him? This motherfucker dyslexic, man. I say swoop, he swoosh. I say swoosh, he swoop. Look, man, I can't. I thought you said this nigga was talented. Retarded is what it's the difference between talent and retardation. This is fucking retarded, man. This nigga can't paint. He don't know the difference between swoosh and swoop. It's, I don't know where to go now. He don't know the basics. Now, do he even know the difference between a hatch and a thatch? No, come on, man. Motherfucker don't know his primary colors. And you want me to train somebody like this? You setting me up for failure. Nigga. You setting me up for failure. You can't work with him. Oh, damn it. Do I really have to fuck? I don't know. Well, I said I could do this part, right? What am I doing here? What am I doing here? Ooh, a Christmas lunch. You guys going to a favorite restaurant, or are you gonna try something new, a new spot for the holidays? You know what I'm saying? Maybe a new restaurant has opened up recently that's getting a lot of buzz. You guys like, yeah, maybe we'll go try that. Have you guys been to the new steakhouse? No, we haven't. Man, let me tell you, that shit is delicious. A little pricey. Yeah, we got pubs, but they're normally like called something else. It's not like American pubs. There's well, what's the one something Irish pub or something whatever pub, a bar, yeah, same thing. But when it's a pub, they always call it like an Irish pub bar. There's like a million bars. You can walk 2 blocks and pass 4 bars. But if it's a pub, they always have they always say Irish pub or something for some reason. Yeah, like this one right here is called Fiddler's Green Irish Pub. Then there's Whiskey Business. It says dive bar. Chris Nick's Irish Pub. Murphy's Irish Pub. Uh, the Leisure Tavern. That says dive bar. Plains Pub. That doesn't have an Irish in front of it. Frog Pond Pub and Pizzeria. So they're not saying Irish or something, but Old Time Charlie's Restaurant and Pub. But for some reason, like when they use the word pub, it's like Irish pub. I'm like, is that where the pub originated from? Ireland? What bars? Oh my god, there's like so many bars. It's ridiculous. It's like they want people to be drunk all the time. Inebriated. Uh oh. All right. Oh, I definitely will be streaming over Christmas. But yeah. Damn it. And I think I'm about to overwork this area. I should have left the shit alone. Okay. I think that's pretty damn good, man. I think that's pretty good. Actually, we got a little bit more to work on. With her hair and detailing her glasses. Her ring is a very, very bright yellow. So I want to wait to do that. And her jewelry, we're gonna put some warm white and some copper tones on there to make that really pop out. But before we do, and we have her earring too, so we can't forget that. Her earring is really sparkly as well. So a few more items on her, but I do want to go ahead over to this and stick with the skin tone before we start doing too much of this stuff. I was able to block in her necklace because it's those shadows are falling on her skin, so it's still basically the skin tone colors. Um, but yeah, I definitely want to focus on her skin tone. This is the next largest portion that we need to knock out, and then we'll come back and do the final little details here and there. With the time off that I have, we're definitely going to finish this piece in the next couple of days. We'll definitely get it done in the next couple of days. I just need to, what I need to do today? Work on cover art. So I want to put out 3 albums. So we need to finalize them, download all the tracks from Suno to our personal files, upload them to the site, and get some cover art for this stuff. Try to get some cover art for it. So I'm gonna go downstairs and work on that. For a little while. Back to the laptop, man. I feel like I'll be on the laptop too much lately. I'll be on the laptop too much, man. Turn that off. Turn this off. Right. Turn that off. But it looks good though, man. This thing is looking good. I'll take a picture. I didn't send the last update to the models, but I might send them an update and say it's not done yet, but it's almost done. We're almost done. All right, guys. Really appreciate y'all hanging out with me this morning. I know this was a little bit shorter of a stream. There is a good chance I'll be back up later today, but I do want to go work on this music. Work on getting these albums out. So I feel like I need to split my time a little bit. I hope everybody has a good day, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace. We're out of here.